Hi guys, it's me, Danny from Enigma Rooms, and I'm here once again with a Friday night quiz. Oh! As always, you don't have to play it on a Friday night, you don't have to play it on a Friday, you don't have to play it at night, you can play it on Tuesday in the daytime if you want to, it's completely up to you. If I'm honest with you, it gets released on YouTube on Friday afternoons. I don't know why we called it a Friday night quiz, but here it is. You know what quizzes are all about. It's 50 questions, general knowledge questions, a couple of special rounds. That's 5 rounds of 10 questions. You don't have to have anything with you. You can write stuff down in a notepad if you want. You can do it on your phones, on your notes if you want, or you can just shout at the screen. I'm not going to respond though because I'm pre-recorded. However, the rounds this week are, as always, the general knowledge round, which we call Knowledge and Trivia. We've got an entertainment round. We've got a special round of mine called Let's Get Lyrical. And then we've got a new round called the Bear Round. Yeah, we'll get onto these, don't worry. We'll get onto them and explain what they all are. And then finally, we've got the picture round, which is basically just a general knowledge round, but with pictures. Anyway, you know how it is. You're going to get roughly about 10 seconds to answer each question, and then I'll move on. I'll do all the questions first, and then I'll have a little break, and we'll do the answers at the end. So if you are ready, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let's get on with round 1. Yes, sir. Okay, knowledge and trivia. Get your pens ready, your fingers ready, or whatever you just shout on the screen, I don't care. But here we go. Question 1 in the knowledge and trivia round. What is the highest number in a traditional Sudoku game? So what is the highest number in a traditional Sudoku game? I used to play these all the time. They used to have a newspaper. I don't know if this still does, but newspaper on bus called the Metro. I used to do that in Metro. I used to like the Sudoku. Sudoku? Do people call it Sudoku? Again, it's one of the things. How do you pronounce it? Who knows? Here we go. Question number 2. Which swimming stroke is named after an insect? So that's which swimming stroke is named after an insect. It's hard, that, isn't it? Which swimming stroke? It's a bit of a tongue twister. Question number 3. Which author wrote the children's book Gangster Granny? So which author wrote the children's book Gangster Granny? Question number 4. What is the largest land carnivore in England? What is the largest land carnivore in England? I'll give you a clue. I have never ever seen one. Does that help? I'm swaying. I don't need a wee or anything like that. I've just got a bit of a bounce to my step today. Skip to my step or whatever you want to call it. I'm just happy. So... yeah. Number 5 in the knowledge and trivia round. The Rumble in the Jungle was a 1974 boxing match between Muhammad Ali and who? So the Rumble in the Jungle was a 1974 boxing match between Muhammad Ali and he's facing who? Wouldn't you love to do that? You know, an arena full of people, the microphone comes down like that. No? I would. Number 6. Which Olympian has the most medals? So it's 2025, in case you're watching this quiz in the future. 2025, as it stands, who has the most medals? Which Olympian has the most medals? Question number 7. According to Walkers themselves, which is the best-selling packet of crisps flavour, that is, in the UK? So which flavour is the best-selling Walkers? According to Walkers themselves, they've done the research. I've not. They've done the research. But according to them, in the UK, what is the best flavour packet of crisps? The most sold packet of crisps? I like this flavour, but it's not my favourite. And unless you know me, like, I don't know, my family know me, that information's not gonna help you. Question number 8. What does IPA stand for? In the world of food and drink, that is. What does IPA stand for? Just scratching my ankle. As happy as I am, I've got a bit of a sniffle going on, so I apologise if I keep sniffing up or anything like that. I don't mean to be rude. Question number 9 in the knowledge and trivia round. What is the nut that is in the middle of a Ferrero Rocher? That's another one that people pronounce different. Is it Ferrero Rocher or Ferrero Rocher? I've got a friend called Rocher, so I'd call it a Rocher. I call her Rocher. So yeah, what's the nut in the middle of the Ferrero Rocher? And question number 10 in your knowledge and trivia round. Which Prime Minister did Ronald Reagan once refer to as the best man in England? So which one of our Prime Ministers in the UK did Ronald Reagan once refer to as the best man in England? And there we have it. There's your knowledge and trivia round, guys. Hope you did well. Let's move quickly on to the entertainment round. Here we go. So again, 10 quick quiz questions is what I'm going to say, but they're not really quick because you have about 10 seconds in between. But let's go. This is all entertainment. Entertainment could be TV, film, music, theatre, musicals, cartoons. What else have I got in there? We'll find out as we go along. So question number 1. Kiss Me Kate is the musical version of which Shakespearean play? So Kiss Me Kate is the musical version of which Shakespearean play? And if you've never seen Kiss Me Kate or never heard of it, the question will be, name a Shakespearean play. Question number 2. What was the best-selling video game of the 80s? So what was the best-selling video game of the 80s? Question number 3. She's at the top of the charts this week, but whose album is titled Short and Sweet? Short and Sweet. Has anyone ever been described as short and sweet? Anyone? Or just tiny temper, the opposite. Question number 4. What type of car was used in the Back to the Future series? I'm fairly certain I butchered that, so I'll say it again. What type of car was used in the Back to the Future series? More of a franchise of the series, isn't it? I'm more of a series. I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. Question number 5. Which 1986 Jim Henson classic starred David Bowie as the Goblin King? And I'll say it with the other pronunciation. Which 1986 Jim Henson classic starred David Bowie as the Goblin King? Number 6. Christopher Biggins, Christopher Biggins, Tim Curry and Meat Loaf all starred in which 1975 comedy horror musical? So that is Christopher Biggins, Tim Curry and Meat Loaf, what a cast, starred in which 1975 comedy horror musical? Number 7. What was the name of Dennis the Menace's dog? Now, this is, of course, the UK version of Dennis the Menace. Fun fact about Dennis the Menace. Apparently, there was an American version of Dennis the Menace and a British version of the Dennis the Menace that had no communication between them whatsoever. It was just pure coincidence. They came out and were released on the same day. They were a comic strip, but they came out and were released on the exact same day. Unbelievable coincidence, that. I don't think the American version had a dog, though. Certainly not one as funny as this one. But yeah, the name of the UK version, that is Dennis the Menace. What's the name of his dog? And number 8, who voiced the Joker in the Arkham Asylum game? Can I do an impression of that? Oh, bats! What a shame! That's the closest you're gonna get, I think. I love them games. So, who voiced the Joker in the Arkham Asylum game? Number 9, my favourite film. And who says it's my favourite film? What's your favourite film? I always say this. Forrest Gump. But what year did it come out? So what year did Forrest Gump, the film, come out? What year was it released? It's a film that's way ahead of its time. It uses fantastic technology. It's very funny. It's an emotional roller coaster and it makes you cry. Well, it makes me cry. And I just think it's a great film and a nice ending. And finally, question number 10 in the entertainment round. Who is representing the UK this year, that's 2025, in the Eurovision Song Contest? So who is representing the UK in 2025 in the Eurovision? I've got to say, I mean, I'm rubbish with names and music and things like that. I had not heard of them. I heard them on the radio the other day, and I thought they were great. I thought they were great. I thought they were very funny because they had a bit of an interview, and yeah. Come on, England! Anyway, there we go for our entertainment round. Moving on to a round that we call Let's Get Lyrical, Lyrical, Let's Get Lyrical. All right, don't join in, that's fine. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to say a few lyrics. All you've got to tell me is what the next lyric is. Now, most of them are from popular songs. You'll get a handful of them. There'll be some that you struggle with. Now, the rule's got to be, hasn't it? You need to decide amongst yourselves, if you're playing competitively, how accurate you're going to be, right? If, for example, I say the lyric is yes and you put yeah, do you get the point or not? You decide now, because I can't decide for you, but it's up to you. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to say a lyric and then you're going to finish the lyric off for me, okay? I think I'll sing these and make it easier for you. Yeah? You're not answering, are you? Okay, question number 1 in the lyrical round. And I will do anything for love. Yeah. What have you got? That one's an easy one, isn't it? Question number 1 is, and I will do anything for love. And I will do anything for love. Yes, we know it. Question number 2 is, the phone rings in the middle of the night and my father says... What's the next line on that one? He doesn't say, actually, he yells. Sorry, I missed that one up. The phone rings in the middle of the night, my father yells. Oh, it's a tough one. Some people have got it, I can feel it, and some people are going, ah. That's what the round's for. That's what the round's for. Number 3. Her name is Noelle. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. If you don't know it from that, I don't think you'll ever know it. Her name is Noelle. He doesn't sing it that high, does he? Her name is Noelle. That's all you're getting. That's all you're going to get, I'm afraid. Number 4. I think there'll be some younger fans get this based on a film it was in, but let's go for it. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb. That's what you're going to get. What's the next line of that song? She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb and... Number 5. Oh. I shouldn't have, when I wrote this quiz, I wasn't going to sing them, I was going to say them. But now I've started singing them, and I've got a bit of a cold. And I'm not a great singer anyway. Some of these are hard to sing, I think. Here we go. The lyrics are always going to be here, obviously, to help you out. But number 5 is strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. What's the next line of that one? Yeah, see, some of you jumped straight on them, put up and down the boulevard. I know you did. That's not the lyric I want, it's the next lyric. We must have all sang this on karaoke. Go on then, in your comments below, just as well as giving me your score, what is your go-to karaoke song? Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. There we go, that's what I'm going to get for that. I think this next one's going to split the audience. I think this is going to be a... I think it's a cult band. I think they're a great band. Probably the greatest band in the world. But anyway, this one is... This is not the greatest song in the world, though. Some people are going to get it straight away. And if you don't get it straight away, I don't think you know it. This is not the greatest song in the world, though. Question number 7. Oh, hang on, I've got to remember how this song goes. I let my guard down and then you pulled the rug. Do you know what? The singer of this one, so much respect for. I think he's a very, very funny person. I think he's very down to earth. Great on chat shows, a fantastic singing voice. All right, not my style of music, I'll give you that. But I'll explain at the end. He did a show, something went wrong on stage, the audience helped him out, and because of how powerful that was, I bought the song based on that. I let my guard down and then you pulled the rug. You have to close your eyes when you're singing. Makes you sing better. That's what I heard. Number 8. Again, it's a tricky one to sing. I can dim the lights and sing a song full of sad things. We can do the tango just for two. I can serenade and gently pull on your heartstrings. That's it. You got a long one there. I've sung most of the bloody song for you. Let's try again. Oh, I can dim the light and sing a song full of sad things. I can do the tango just for two. I can serenade and gently pull on your heartstrings. Go on, what's the next bit? You might not know the song, but you'll definitely know the band. It's a fantastic song. You gotta go for it. Number 9, and this is the one that I based this entire round on. This number 9 question. So, here we go. Should old acquaintance be forgot? I just know that this is going to be, there's people going, la 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 la. Because we sing this every year, and there must be, 10, 12, 15 of us, and every year, no one knows the next lyric. Should old acquaintance be forgot? Number 10, another one, hard one to sing. Why have I set myself up for this? Clear my throat, here we go. Number 10 is, it's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's a good advice that you just didn't take. Go on, what's the next line? Finish the entire line for me. Don't just tell me the next word, tell me the entire line. That's the rule for all the questions, by the way. I want the whole line. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. I apologise for anyone listening on headphones or, you know, who's had to turn the TV down and just read the questions. I'm sorry. But there we go, there is your Let's Get Lyrical round. Just because I've had to sing all them, I'm going to take a quick water break. So excuse me, I'll be back in just a second. I'm back, I'm refreshed. Here we go. We're moving on to the bear round. Okay guys, this was just a random thing. I thought, let's have questions on bears, that's it. So we're going to do some questions on some famous bears. We'll do some questions on some real bears and stuff and fictional bears. So yeah, it's just 10 questions on different bears, that's it. Let's go for it. So question number 1 in the bear round. Which famous bear was created by Michael Bond? You know, James's dad. Which famous bear was created by Michael Bond? Number 2 in the bear round. What is the Latin name for the constellation that we refer to as the Great Bear? See, there's different types of bears there. What is the Latin name for the constellation we refer to as the Great Bear? Question number 3. What was the name of the bear introduced in the 1920s in a Daily Express comic? What was the name of the bear that was introduced in... it's actually introduced in 1920, sorry, in the Daily Express comic. Now this one is really going to split the age group because I know this bear. I know who it is. I didn't obviously read it in the 1920s comic, but I know of the bear. But Taylor, who's the manager here, he's only young. He didn't know the bear. So there we go. Number 4. Which bear lives in Jellystone Park? Which bear lives in Jellystone Park? Number 5. What bear is an old nickname for a police car? What bear is an old nickname for a police car? Number 6. Which bear is best friends with Christopher Robin? Which bear is best friends with Christopher Robin? Number 7. Who is the main bear in the Muppets? Who is the main bear in the Muppets? Question number 8. In the closing song of each episode, who did the bear from the Big Blue House sing with? See how they're all bear related? In the closing song of each episode, who did the bear and from the Big Blue House sing with? Number 9. What is the name of the bear that came to life in Seth MacFarlane's 2012 comedy film? So what is the name of the bear that comes to life in Seth MacFarlane's 2012 comedy film? And finally, question number 10 on the bear round. Yeah, we're just doing bear rounds, innit? In Disney's Robin Hood, which character is played by a bear, or portrayed as a bear, should I say? So in Disney's Robin Hood, which character is portrayed as a bear? And there There we go. There is our bear round. On to our final round, which is the picture round. Essentially, it's just a general knowledge round with pictures. You'll see a picture appear here, and each picture has a question attached to it. So here we go. Number one in the picture round. Who is this sports person? Who is that? Question number two. Name the singer based on this. Oh, sorry. Name the singer or band based on this album cover. So name the singer or band based on this album cover. Question number three. Name the country based on their flag. So whose flag is that? Whose flag is that? Question number four. Where is this cathedral? Now this is one of Taylor's. Taylor added this question. And he says this is a cathedral that most people will recognise. I didn't recognise it. But I'm not most people. So where is that cathedral? Number five. Name this movie based on the poster. Great movie. Can you name the movie based on this poster? Toot. Number six. Can you name the UK TV show based on the cast? Can you name the TV show based on the cast? Number seven. What type of eel is this? Oh! God, hideous, isn't it? Ugh. Slippery little devil, isn't it? Name the type of eel. Now, I would argue that most people only know one type of eel. But let's have a go. Number eight. Can you name this British actor? Fantastic actor as well. One of the best. Just unbelievable and clever mind. He writes a lot of stuff. He's in the West End at the minute. Go on, name that actor. And question number nine. I might do a round based, depending on how popular this question is, I might do a round based on this question. But basically, in Great Yarmouth, there used to be a wax museum, and they were just terrible, terrible, terrible figures. They look nothing like them, or if they did, it was very, very, very far away. But anyway, based on this wax figure here, who is this meant to be? It's meant to be a famous person. I remember going as a kid, and my dad still complains about it today. What a waste of money. I don't think it was, because I think now it's closed down. If it opened up again, I think it'd make a lot of money based on how bad it is. But who is that meant to be? Based on that image. That's a wax figure of someone famous. And number 10, can you name this alcoholic shot? Even if you're not a drinker, you could probably have a guess and maybe get it right on that. Sorry, I'm just laughing at my dad complaining at the wax figures. He used to go up to the window and went, "It's not even close, is it? It's not. Doesn't he look nothing like him?" Oh, but yeah, I might do a round next week based on that. If you want, let me know in the comments below, and I'll get all the wax figures up. Right, okay. And there's your picture round, guys. Moving swiftly on to our answers. While I've got you here, please do me a favour, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Like the video, leave a comment for us. Even if you just comment your score or a thumbs up or anything like that, it really helps us out. And it encourages me to do more each week. But yeah, on to our answers round. So I'm just going to fire through these, guys. I'm not going to hang around too much. You can pause me, slow me down by the playback speed if you want, or just try and keep up if you're ticking away. But here we go. So, knowledge and trivia. What is the highest number used on a traditional Sudoku game? That is 9. They go from 1 to 9. I know there's others available, but a traditional one is 9. Which is the swimming stroke named after an insect? That is, of course, a butterfly. One of them things. Yeah, because I'm not exercising in a while. The children's author who wrote Gangster Granny. I have been on the Gangster Granny ride 1,000 times because that's what my son is obsessed with at Alton Towers. But I do know it's in Walliams land, so it's David Walliams. David Walliams, not David Williams. If you've got David Williams, that is wrong. It's David Walliams. What is the largest land carnivore in England? Your clue being, I've never seen one. That's a badger. Has anyone ever seen a badger in real life? I don't think I've even seen one at a zoo or a farm or anything like that. I know they come out at night or whatever, and they're probably going to, if you live on a farm, I'm guessing you're going to see them more often. But I've never seen one. I'd love to see one, but I've never have. What's the next question? The Rumble in the Jungle is a 1974 match between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. Absolutely. Do you remember the George Foreman grill? I'm so proud of it, I put my name on it. Or the George Foreman grill if you're a Peter Kay fan. But yeah, George Foreman. Which Olympian has the most medals? 28 medals in total. That is Michael Phelps, the US swimmer. 28 medals is incredible. So as of the year, I mean, it could be beaten if you're watching this in the future, but as of the year 2025, he has the most. According to the Walkers themselves, cheese and onion is the best flavour of crisps. My favourite is salt and vinegar. You didn't ask, but I'm telling you anyway. But yeah, salt and vinegar didn't make it. I think they got to number 2, salt and vinegar, but cheese and onion. And if you think about it, in a bar and stuff, they normally have ready salted and cheese and cheese and onion are the way to go, aren't they? What does IPA stand for in the world of food and drink? That stands for Indian Pale Ale. Number 9, what is the nut that is in the middle of a Ferrero Rocher? Oh, Ambassador. Do you remember the advert? That's a hazelnut. So thank you, Hazel, for the nuts. Moving swiftly on, which Prime Minister did Ronald Reagan once refer to as the best man in England? It was Margaret Thatcher. Hey, trick question for some of you. But yes, Ronald Reagan, all you have to do is look at the time, who was in charge at the time, and that was obviously Margaret Thatcher. On to the entertainment round. Kiss Me Kate is a musical version of The Taming of the Shrew. What is the best-selling video game of the 80s? It was not Tetris, it was Super Mario Bros. Sold more than 40 million copies. Which in today's term is like the bare minimum to have a good game, isn't it? 40 million is ridiculous. In the 80s. At the top of the charts this week, whose album is called Short and Sweet? That is Sabrina Carpenter. What type of car did they use in Back to the Future? Of course it was a DeLorean. Which 86 Jim Henson classic involved David Bowie as the Goblin King? That was Dance Magic Dance, Dance Magic Dance, The Labyrinth. Also, I'm a Monty Python fan, and it was the screenwriter of that film was Terry Jones from the Monty Python team. So there you go. A fact for you don't know. Oh, I should have put on next week's quiz. He might still be there. Remember it. Christopher Biggins, Tim Curry and Meatloaf were all involved in Rocky Horror, or the Rocky Horror Picture Show, to use its full title. Number 7, what is the name of Dennis the Menace's dog that was Nasher? I love Dennis the Menace as a kid. If you've seen it now, they've really he's really polite and he's not a menace anymore. They still call it Dennis the Menace, I think, but he's not a menace. Oh, bats, you fool, you thought you could defeat me. That was Mark Hamill playing the Joker in them games. Yes, the guy from Star Wars, he played the Joker. What year did Forrest Gump come out? That was in 1994. And finally, representing the UK this year in the 2025 Eurovision Song Contest is the band is called Remember Monday. So there we go. On to, do I have to sing all these? I probably do, don't I? Let's get lyrical. So, and I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. I think we all got that one, didn't we? Must have all got that one. That's the easiest one on there. The phone rings in the middle of the night. My father yells, what you gonna do with your life? Her name is Noelle. I had a dream about her. Well done if you got that one. That's the shortest one on there, wasn't it? Number 4. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and a thumb and the shape of an L on her forehead. Number 5. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Do. Number 6. This is not the greatest song in the world now, no. This is a tribute. I will also accept this is just a tribute as well. Both them lyrics will be accepted. I've lost where I am. What number was that? That was number 6. That means we're on to number 7. I let my guard down and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kind of used to being someone you loved. Yeah, so that was Lewis Capaldi. And I can't remember what gig it was. It was an outdoor gig, Glastonbury or something like that. So he got Tourette's. And his Tourette's was making him twitch and making him stutter, and he couldn't do the words properly. And the audience, the crowd just took over. They sang it for him. And if you've never seen the clip, YouTube, it's beautiful. It's a very emotional clip, and it just shows you the power of music, I think. And based on that one clip alone, I downloaded the song to support him because I thought he was great. Number 8. I can dim the lights and sing a song full of sad things. We can do the tango just for two. I can serenade and gently play on your heartstrings. Be your Valentino just for you. That's a great song by Queen. You've got to see it. You've got to hear it, should I say. If you've never heard it, get on that. Number 9. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? There we go. Nice. Old Lang Syne. Sing it every New Year's. Only like 3 people know the words. And finally, it's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? I thought people would know that, but not the last line. So let me know if you did. On to the bear round. No more singing for me. You can tell my voice is going. I'm not warmed up and I've not drank enough water. And I've got a cold. I've got all the excuses. Oh, and I can't actually sing. But other than that. So, which famous bear was invented by created by Michael Bond? That was, of course, Paddington. What is the Latin name of the constellation we know as the Great Bear? That is Ursa Major. What is the name of the bear introduced in the 1920 Daily Express comic strip? Tell me if you know it. Rupert Bear. Red jumper, yellow scarf, yellow trousers, white bear. Remember him? White bear suggests a polar bear, but he lived in like a cottage in the country, so I don't think he was. Which bear lives in Jellystone Park for number 4? That is... I know a bear that you don't know. Yogi Bear. Yes, well done. Number 5. What bear is an old nickname for a police car? Well, police cars used to be black and white, so they used to be called panda cars. So there's a panda. Number 6. Which bear is best friends with Christopher Robin? We know it's Winnie the Pooh. Moving on down. Number 7. Who is the main bear in the Muppets? Waka Waka. That is Fozzie Bear, the comedian that is Fozzie Bear. In the closing song of each episode of The Bear in the Big Blue House, he sang With the Moon. The moon, the bear and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. Love that. I don't remember much of the actual show. My son started watching it recently, but the song at the end, it's in there forever, I think. What is the name, for number 9, what is the name of the bear that came to life in Seth MacFarlane's 2012 film? That is, of course, Ted, the foul-mouthed bear. If you're into that sort of humour, it's a very funny film. And finally, number 10, in Disney's Robin Hood, it was Little John that was portrayed as a bear. I know some people are going to say, hang on, it's not Little John, because the monk, the Fried Tuck's a bear as well. The Fried Tuck is a badger. Thank you very much. Picture round. This little man here is Steve Davis, or to use his nickname, Boring. But yeah, Steve Boring Davis. He's a snooker player, for those who don't know. Name the singer singer or artist or band or whatever you want to name it as, based on this album cover. That is Queen, and their band is their album was News of the World. So yes, if you got that, well done to you. If you got it based on Family Guy, me too. Whose flag is this? This is Greenland. Where is this cathedral? Thank you, Taylor. This is in Cologne. Well done if you got that. The movie based on this poster, this is Blazing Saddles. He rode a blazing saddle, he wore a shining star. That was Mel Brooks' cowboy and western spoof film. Hilarious. Probably my favourite. I split between that and Men in Tights, but yeah, that's probably my favourite. Name this UK TV show based on the cast. Richard! It is, of course, Keeping Up Appearances. Not Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Do you remember? Can you imagine if they were the Kardashians? Keeping Up Appearances. What type of eel is this? When the fish that you feel isn't a fish but an eel, it's a moray. Yes, it's a moray eel. They've got teeth, rows of horrible teeth, and then mouth opens up and there's more teeth inside. Crazy looking thing. Big eyes as well. Googly eyes looking things, aren't they? But yeah, a moray eel. Name this British actor. This is Reece Shearsmith. You'll know him from League of Gentlemen, Inside Number 9, Psychoville. He's in the West End at the minute. He's in a lot of Peter Kay stuff as cameos. He's in a lot of stuff. He's in Shaun of the Dead. He's in a lot of stuff. Great actor and a fantastic mind. Him and Steve Pemberton. Who is this supposed to be a wax figure of? I might, honestly, let me know if you want me to do this round next week, because there's some hilarious figures. So even if you don't get it right, you'll get to see some hilarious figures. This is supposed to be Cliff Richard. So this is from Louis Two Swords in Great Yarmouth. It's closed now. I think it closed in the early 2000s, but oh my gosh. There were some hilarious figures in there. And finally, name this shot. This is, of course, the weekend of St. Patrick's Day. So we've gone with a baby Guinness. So there we go. There we go, guys. That's another quiz for us this week. Thank you so much for watching. I apologise for my little sniffles and colds. I hope it didn't interrupt the quiz too much. Final thing, again, please comment below. I know people watch this and don't comment. Just comment your score. I will reply to everyone eventually, but it's nice to get some recognition, I think, and just to see who's playing and who's doing what. If you're playing from a different country as well, let me know how you do, because I know a lot of questions are UK based, so I'd be interested to see that. And like and subscribe, more importantly, guys. I really appreciate that. Other than that, my name's Danny. Thank you very much for joining us, and see you again next week.